Good afternoon, kia ora koutou. Ko Angela Caves toka wingawa, no mai haere mai. Welcome to the Tai Tokerau Northland Business Growth and Support Virtual Conference. My name is Angela Caves and I'm the Partnership and Events Lead with Digital Boost. It is my pleasure to be hosting you this afternoon. Welcome to day 2 of our conference and our second to last session for the day, where we're going to be joined by NorthTec. I'm also joined by Rich Volkman from connected.govt. Rich will join us soon and take you through some webinar housekeeping and then introduce our guest presenter. A quick warm welcome to those who have joined us in the webinar. Thank you for giving up your time this afternoon to hear our session, and a warm welcome to those who might be watching via a live stream on either Facebook, LinkedIn or YouTube. So like I said, we're a second to last session for today, and we do have more sessions tomorrow, so please do feel free to register for those sessions and join us tomorrow as well. Handing over to you, Rich, to do some housekeeping and introduce our presenter. Thank you.
Kia ora, thank you, Angela, and mai haere mai to all our viewers to this session on day 2 of the Connected Digital Boost Conference. For those of you who are joining this webinar, you can see and hear us, but we can't see and hear you. So if you do have any questions throughout the session, if you can just pop those into the Q&A function available, we will address those towards the end of the presentation. And these sessions are also being recorded as well. So for everybody who has registered for this, you will be sent a link which you can watch at a later date as well. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce you to our presenter this afternoon. We do have NorthTec Te Pukenga, Lizette Buckle, joining us for this session. Kia ora, Lizette, welcome.
Kia ora, nice to be here.
Great to have you along, and I will hand things over to you and pop back in towards the rest of the session.
Lovely. Kia ora koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa, ko Lizette Buckle toka wingawa. I am the Services Industries Pathway Manager for NorthTec Te Pukenga, and I thought what I might do is start by explaining what our name change is. I'm just going to move into share screen for us. We all good?
Yep, looking perfect. There you go.
So why the name change? NorthTec Te Pukenga has now become a full network, if you like. So it's linking full industry training across a network of industry training, polytechs and learning institutes, as well as online providers like Open Polytech. So what that means for you is that there's going to be synergies around what we can offer and multiple ways to study. As a really quick example, within the business area, what we've been able to do is work out ways to teach within our strengths. So, for example, at NorthTec, I've got a very strong accounting tutor, and that means that tutor can stream out to other people in other parts of New Zealand. And while I might need somebody who's really good at ops management, for example, I can then therefore make use of the full network of what we deliver. So it provides us a greater scope to be able to offer in many different ways, and a larger scope for Te Tai Tokerau, which is a really important thing for us. I'd just like to start by asking a question. With regards to your business, you might be really early on in your business, or you might be just planning it still, but have a think ahead. Let's think about 6 months, 12 months, even 5 years. It pays to envisage what you think your business is going to need. What are the steps that you're going to need to take, and how you're going to achieve that? So some of the things that you might be thinking about is, what valuable staff do I have that I can offer professional development opportunities to? We all know and acknowledge that when we have a small business or a medium business, it's absolutely vital to have people who that are going to do the best for your business and are going to stay with you as well. And professional development is in a really interesting way that you can do that. And then it's also about yourself. What areas of skills do I need to improve in? You might have awesome technical skills, but you might not feel confident with HR or with the taxation legislation. So what could you upskill in as well? And really critical for people is thinking about what, as part of delegation, can I upskill my staff to take the burden off me so that I can get on with thinking of new ways and new ideas for my business growth. And this is really important when you've got a whānau-based business as well. So you might find that somebody within your whānau has got really good skills in certain areas. What can you do to provide some skills upgrading in that area to assist them to be able to take on more of that responsibility, to allow you to walk away and know that you're feeling confident with what you've got going on in the other parts of your business. And future-proofing is another really big thing that you might be wanting to think about as well. Staff motivation, having one person for 10 years who knows all the ins and outs of your business is a far more efficient way of working your business than having to think about people leaving and coming and going throughout your business life cycle. So what can I do as a business owner to think about instilling a sense of meaningful contribution to the business? One of the things that I've seen when I've looked at other businesses before is thinking about profit sharing and how that might look to encourage people to understand, as anybody on the floor, right the way through to the management side of things, they're contributing to how well that business functions, and a simple reward can be to share profits or finding a meaningful way to contribute to that person who's part of your business. So what does NorthTec do? You will know, based on what we've done in the past at NorthTec, you might have known it as Northland Polytech, and you might even also go as far back as to know it from Northland Community College. And we've had a really strong background in delivering qualifications. That's NZQA approved qualifications. Within the business area, we have got a Bachelor of Applied Management. We've got graduate diplomas, which are there really for people who might have had an undergraduate degree in a different area, but you want to start focusing on skills building within business as a focus to gain a qualification around that which is transferable. Now, these qualifications, 360 credits, that's 3 years for a degree. The graduate diploma, 120 credits. That's a year full-time study. So that's a significant investment of your time, but there are ways to do it. There's ways to break it down. And this is where part-time study comes into it. And this is where what we call a certificate of proficiency can work really, really well for you. And then you ask yourself, how much time would I set aside for something which was a 15 credit program, which is basically a component of one of these programs of study. You might think about that as being 6 hours per week over 10 weeks, or half that for a 19-week offer that we would do. But then you need to think about how we can deliver it now in a way that's going to allow you to zoom in, so you don't need to come rushing over to campus or to a particular location. There's Zoom, and then with the nature of the small classes that we do have, the really wonderful thing about that is that we can tailor a lot of that learning to your individual situation. So if you're particularly focused on an aspect of your business that you're really trying to develop and contextualize it to what you need to know, that's what NorthTec's really good at. So we can make the most of dropping in with Zoom sessions, online sessions, as well as knowing that there's really good quality people who have got industry expertise around that as well. Let's have a think about the types of things that you might be interested in. You might be interested in project management. This is very popular because it's really wide-ranging. Project management can relate from anything from building firm, right through to an event that you might be wanting to host and knowing how to manage that. And then another thing, if you're in the early stages of your business development, you might be thinking about, what does the law mean to me? What are the critical things I need to know? So you might be thinking about introduction to commercial law or the law of business entities. What's going to be the best way, best fit for my business? Earlier on there, I was listening to the korero around North Chamber and their discussions around transformation and change. So you can think about that as part of your development for your business as well. And strategic management, you may well find that your business is growing at a greater rate than what you anticipated. And so this is where strategic management comes into it, and thinking about the right way and the best way to do this and what sort of structure you want to look at around that. So that can be really helpful if you're getting to that next stage within your business growth. Another thing that NorthTec is really proud of is our Māori Enterprise major within the Bachelor of Applied Management and also the Graduate Diploma. This is all about the importance of Mataranga Māori within the business context and what that looks like for you as a business owner. You don't necessarily need to enrol in the whole program. You might need to be thinking about specifics about governance in Aotearoa. What does that look like for my business? And would your team benefit from Mataranga Māori, learning a bit more about the Mataranga Māori aspect to really growing and opening up different perspectives within your business operation? Just recently, yesterday, I was also at a wonderful food hui, which was held by Northland Inc. And I had the opportunity to speak with Rewi Spraggan, who is also doing really cool things that is another thing you can think about tapping into. So he has Ka Uta, which is a kai sourcing website. So there's all sorts of other not-for-profit things that are going on within our community and within Māori Enterprise that supports you as a business owner to open up all sorts of things to do with supply chain and making your business better, more efficient and more profitable in the long run. So I'd really like you to think about all of these wonderful opportunities that we've heard from Nothing But Net and the other support providers around here. It might not just be, I'm going exactly to this one person this one time. It might be throughout your journey as a business owner that you start to find different things that are going to work for you and your business. I'd just like to explain a little bit to you about NorthTec as a whole. Obviously, we've got a huge range of programs that we deliver. You might need somebody who is a graduate in technical drawing or a carpenter to come onto your team. You might be thinking about work safety. You could also be wanting to know where to study. So obviously, this is our Raumanga campus, which is our main campus, where we deliver a few of our online courses from as well. We've got a really cool campus with cafe, really strong nursing program, which we're very proud of, and it's got a very well-respected outcomes from. We do culinary. We also do all sorts of things with trades, with welding, mechanical engineering. We also have Manga Kura Toi, which is our Māori arts degree, so it gives people the opportunity to think about that creative space as well, which is really important. Another thing about living in Te Tai Tokerau as well is the importance of our environment and respect for kaitiakitanga, our environment. So if you've got a land-based business, thinking about training and things like pest operations, apiculture, biodiversity, horticulture are all things that we deliver qualifications on and bite-sized pieces of. While we're on that subject, I just thought I should explain to you some of the things that you might like to consider as part of your team building. One of the most critical things about having a successful business is having a team who are really cohesive. So what we do at NorthTec is we offer what's called Cooking Collective courses. And what we have started to do, and we've found a real need for it, is work it into what your AGM or your main team meeting for the year or 6 months might be. So NorthTec has the facilities available where you can get your team meeting held at NorthTec on site here at one of at our Raumanga location and other locations possibly, where you can get together and you can get over the important stuff. We've got PowerPoint presentations that you can do and all of the stuff that you need to have your really good, important meeting. And then the really fun thing about it, that is what we've started doing, is moving into team building activities afterwards. And one of the really exciting things is where we've started doing, people have been really interested in mystery boxes. So what we do is part of the at the end of the meeting is split people into teams. You might not know who you're going to be with, and you're supposed to collaborate together within your teams to find a selection of recipe items and some nice menu ideas for a lovely kai for you all to share together with a glass of wine at the end. And it's a really awesome, amazing experience where you get to learn that you're showing different people, different skills that they might not normally show at work. So it really gives people the opportunity to get that whanaungatanga working within your business. And we've just found that it's a really nice way to bond as a team and learn that we're all humans and we're all individuals as part of this business as well. So if you are interested in anything like this and other ideas that you may have, we do slightly different things as well, but that's an example of one of the things that we do. And they're quite short, so it's only about 3 or 4 hours after your meeting, so it's easy to fit in. If you are interested in this sort of thing, and of course any of our other business related courses or other courses, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us with enrolment and advice. We've got a dedicated 0800 number. We've got a really awesome website which has got a lot of information about such a wide variety of programs that we can offer that might be of interest to you. So sometimes it's a matter of just having a bit of a scan around in there and having a look. I thought I'd talk a little bit about our locations as well. So our main campus, from left to right, we've got our main campus here at Raumanga, which is really where a lot of the administration function happens as well. We move on to the centre image, which I've heard being discussed quite a lot today, and that's the Ngāwha Innovation Park. Really excited to be part of this, sitting alongside Northland Inc, Regent Training, getting all of the good stuff from Nothing But Net, being able to get really world-class access to digital platforms. So that's an area that you will see NorthTec Te Pukenga growing in that space. We've got beautiful facilities that we're looking forward to sharing with everybody. And then moving along, we've also got our really lovely, friendly Kaitaia campus, which has got beautiful people who are really form a community spirit and a community of study there. In addition, we've also got our Kirikiri campus, which is run in collaboration with Ngāti Rehia. So we've got really good, strong iwi links within there, and I think that's a very important thing for NorthTec and Te Pukenga to be really focusing on. And then we have our Dyer Street campus, which focuses on trades and engineering. Ngā mihi nui ki a koe. Tēnā koutou. Any questions?
Kia ora. Thank you, Lizette. Thanks so much for that. I mean, it sounds like an amazing range of different types of courses there that you guys are offering. So there's something there for everybody by the sounds of it. Particularly curious about the mystery box thing. That sounds like something that could be quite fun to be involved in.
Yeah, it's really lovely, and it's a really nice opportunity for different people to bring out their different shining stars. So it's really cool.
Yeah. And have you had quite a bit of uptake in that?
Yeah, we do. We do with media, like with medium businesses who really don't get the opportunity to engage with people on a daily basis like they'd really like to.
Yep, so something a bit different, hey, like you say. So we have a couple of questions that have come through. Now, is there anyone available on site to work with them around identifying the skills and knowledge and competencies that would add value to their business?
Yes, so we have got a team of tutors who we're really lucky that they have really good understanding of business functions. So we definitely, if anybody's interested, getting in touch on that 0800 number, you'll be put through to the business team, and then they will be able to work with you as to who the right person to speak to in that area is as well. So that's really awesome.
Right. Good to know that that's there for them. And also, do you do micro-credentials, or is it just diplomas and things like that?
A little conversation about micro-credentials. This is the it word. It is a little bit of a breakdown of some of our larger courses, and they're very specific to sort of the just-in-time thing that people are needing. Yes, we do have access to them, and yes, we can provide them. And then, of course, because we've got a teaching team here, we can add value to that as well by having having coaching available to support that learning as well. But it's really good. When you're having a look at these micro-credentials, having a look at the likes of Open Polytech, and now that, of course, we've got this open network, we're able to link into that and help support anybody in Tai Tokerau who needs that help in the region.
Great. Perfect. That's all our questions here, I think. I'll just go through here. Just some questions around the cost covered. Sorry, I'm not too sure what that is in relation to.
Cost varies, so it depends on how much you're investing into as far as your full-time or part-time study goes. My recommendation in a lot of cases is if somebody is new to study, there are many, many different opportunities for government assisted things, so first year fees free and things like that. So it's really important to, if you have a look at our website, you will be able to find links to all of those sorts of pieces of information as well.
Okay, so that's all online. Perfect. And in terms of scholarships and things like that, are they offered for any sort of programs as well?
Yeah, we do, and we have them available on an ongoing basis. So anybody who's interested in looking at what scholarships are available, we also have internships as well, which is another really interesting part of it. So anybody interested in that, again, contacting our 0800 number or inquiring online, we will hook you up with what's applicable to you. Obviously, there's criteria that needs to be applied, and we can help you with that.
Cool. All right. Perfect. No, thank you for that. I think we covered off a lot of good content there. I think we'll hand back to Angela now.
Thanks, Rich. Thanks, Lizette. Like a huge amount of information in there. I guess, where would somebody start? Like, should they just go to the website? Is it best for somebody to get in contact with someone like yourself or an advisor? Like, where do you start that journey? And particularly if you've been away from any type of study for a long period of time and you just go, oh, it's a bit daunting. Like, what's the best course of action?
Yeah, we've done quite a body of work recently, actually going and investigating people who might have started study even up to 8-9 years ago that we can re-engage with. I've purposely put my email address at the bottom of all of these slides, so anybody who is interested and wants to speak with me personally about how I can direct you to the right place, I'd love to hear from you. But again, that website, if you're just looking to get some inspiration or find where to go, probably that website is a really good starting point. But my door's always open to an email that I can start hooking you up and getting you headed in the right direction as well.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Thank you. Thanks for clarifying that. So, like Rich mentioned earlier, if you are looking to contact Lizette or, wanting to discuss a study option, please go back and watch the recording. You'll be able to get Lizette's details there and reach out and start that conversation, even if you're not ready to commit to anything. Yeah, absolutely. Just have a chat and see what might be right for you and your fit and your business. Once again, thank you so much, Lizzie, for joining us and sharing all about NorthTec and how it now falls under Te Pukenga. It's wonderful to hear the work that's being done there, and thank you for supporting our conference. It's been a pleasure to host you this afternoon, so thanks again.
Yeah, a pleasure also. Thank you. Kia ora.
If you are not quite ready to start that journey, you will have heard me mention in other sessions that Connected is there to help support you when you are ready and help be that conduit of connection to the likes of Lizette and the team at NorthTec or any of the other organisations that are joining us. Rich's details are on the screen there, so please feel free to reach out to Rich as well. If you are an organisation that is doing digital really well, please join us at Digital Boost. Digital Boost is a free government-funded platform to help all New Zealand business start or enhance their digital transformation journey to ensure that we are relevant in a digital world. So if you would like to showcase your business on our platform, please sign up to Digital Boost and reach out to our customer support team, who would be ready and waiting to have a chat with you to see how we can support you. That does bring our session to a close. We have one more session up this afternoon at 4 p.m, which is going to be with the Māori Women's Development Corporation, who are going to be sharing all about how they support wahine in business. So please do join us for that session. If you'd like to register for that, you can head over to Connected. The In Your Region tile will be able to get you connected up with the Northland region, and under the events section there is where you can register for our session this afternoon, or any sessions that you may want to join in tomorrow as well for our last day of the conference. Thanks so much for co-hosting with me, Rich. Thank you, Lizette. It's been wonderful to have you. Have a great afternoon, everybody, and we'll catch you over the next few sessions. Bye-bye.